Welcome back to my channel, The Coin Spot. Today is best top 2 coins, one you want to miss. We're diving into the world of United States coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. Top 1. The 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar, officially known as the 1987 Washington Quarter, is a common and widely circulated coin from the United States Mint. While it may appear ordinary at first glance, this coin carries with it historical significance, detailed design elements, and some nuances that make it interesting to coin collectors and enthusiasts. Here's an in-depth explanation and background of the 1987 quarter. Historical background and context. The 1987 Washington Quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Initially intended as a one-year commemorative issue, it proved so popular and fitting as a symbol of the nation's first president that it became the standard design for the quarter dollar. By 1987, the Washington Quarter had been in continuous production for 55 years and was one of the most familiar coins in circulation across the United States. The quarter in 1987 was struck during a period when the U.S. Mint was not issuing any silver versions of the coin for general circulation. The coin was minted strictly for everyday transactional use and lacks the precious metal content found in older pre-1965 quarters. It came at a time when the U.S. economy was shifting toward modern banking technologies and credit systems, but coins like the quarter remained a vital part of daily commerce design and symbolism. Obverse, front, design. The obverse side of the 1987 quarter features a portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This profile of Washington is based on a bust sculpted by French neoclassical artist Jean-Antoine Houdon in 1785. The obverse includes several inscriptions. Liberty appears at the top of the coin. In God We Trust is inscribed to the left of Washington's profile. The mint year 1987 appears at the bottom. A mint mark is found to the right of Washington's ponytail reverse, back, design. The reverse side continues the classic imagery. It features a heraldic eagle with wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, symbolizing military readiness. Below the eagle is an olive branch, representing the nation's desire for peace. The inscriptions include United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum just above the eagle. Quarter dollar at the bottom. This traditional reverse design was used from 1932 until the state quarters program began in 1999, minting information. The 1987 quarter was produced at 3 main U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, San Francisco Mint. Circulation coins. The Philadelphia and Denver Mints produced hundreds of millions of these coins for regular use. Proof coins. The San Francisco Mint struck proof versions for collectors, which were sold in annual proof sets. These coins are highly detailed, mirror-like, and not intended for circulation. Mintage figures. Philadelphia, approximately 582,499,481 coins. Denver, approximately 655,594,696 coins. San Francisco proof, around 4,227,728 coins. Composition and physical specifications. The 1987 quarter is made of a clad composition, which consists of outer layers, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Core, pure copper. This composition gives the coin a silvery appearance while remaining cost-effective for mass production. Specification: weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Edge, reeded, with ridges. Collectability and value. For the most part, 1987 quarters are not considered rare or especially valuable, as they were minted in enormous quantities and remain common in circulation today. In circulated condition, they are typically worth face value, 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins, proof versions, or those with errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing clad layers, can be worth more to collectors. Uncirculated condition, MS-60 to MS-65, may be worth $5 to $10, depending on the condition. Proof versions typically valued between $7 to $15, especially if part of a complete 1987 proof set. Error coins. Values can vary widely depending on rarity and demand, ranging from $15 to several $100s in some rare cases. Top 2. The 1978 Liberty Quarter Dollar, more formally known as the 1978 Washington Quarter, is a common coin that was produced by the United States Mint as part of the long-running Washington Quarter series. Though it may seem like a simple everyday coin, the 1978 quarter carries with it a deep legacy rooted in American history, a classic and symbolic design, and the enduring presence of George Washington as a national figure. This coin was minted near the end of a significant chapter in U.S. coinage history, just before the modern coin era began in the 1980s. Below is a comprehensive explanation of the 1978 quarter, with details spanning its history, design composition, minting, and value. Historical background and era. The 1978 Washington quarter was minted during a time of economic complexity in the United States. The country was experiencing the effects of inflation, rising energy costs, and social changes as it approached the end of the 1970s. Amid these changes, the U.S. Mint continued producing traditional coins like the Washington quarter, which had been in continuous circulation since its introduction in 1932. The original design of the Washington quarter was created to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Initially intended as a one-year commemorative coin, the design proved so popular and stately that it became the standard quarter-dollar design for decades. By 1978, it had already been in use for 46 years. This was a time before the modern commemorative coin programs like the 50-state quarters, so coins like the 1978 quarter maintained a standard, nationally recognized design without variation by state or territory. Obverse design, George Washington and symbols of American ideals. The obverse, front, side of the 1978 quarter features a left-facing profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, a noted sculptor. The portrait was modeled after a 1785 bust of Washington by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon, considered one of the most accurate and dignified representations of Washington in existence. The obverse liberty positioned across the top of the coin. This word reflects the founding ideals of the United States. In God we trust, to the left of Washington's neck. This phrase reaffirms the nation's reliance on divine guidance and became a standard part of U.S. coins in the 20th century. The year, 1978, appears at the bottom of the obverse, representing the year the coin was minted. Mint mark, if present, appears just behind Washington's ponytail. It can be either a D for Denver or no letter. A small number of proof coins carry an S for San Francisco. Reverse design, the heraldic eagle and national identity. The reverse, back, of the 1978 quarter displays a heraldic eagle, a powerful national emblem of the United States. The eagle design was inspired by the Great Seal of the United States and symbolizes strength, vigilance, and patriotism. Features of the reverse design. The eagle has its wings spread and is perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing readiness to defend the country. Below the arrows is an olive branch, representing peace, a balanced juxtaposition with the military imagery. United States of America is engraved along the top edge. Just below that is the motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, a reference to the unity of the states forming a single nation. At the bottom of the coin is the denomination quarter dollar. This design remained unchanged for decades until the state quarters program in 1999 introduced rotating designs on the reverse side. Metal composition and physical characteristics. By 1978, the quarter had long since lost its silver content. Following the Coinage Act of 1965, quarters were changed from 90% silver to a clad composition made of copper and nickel to reduce costs during a time of rising silver prices. Composition of the 1978 quarter. Outer layers, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Core 100% copper. This is often referred to as cupronickel-clad copper. Physical specifications. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Edge, reeded. The coin has a shiny silver appearance but lacks the intrinsic value of silver coins minted before 1965 mint locations, and mintage figures. The U.S. Mint produced 1978 quarters at 3 facilities. Philadelphia Mint. Mintage, approximately 521,452,000. Denver Mint. Mintage, approximately 287,373,152. San Francisco Mint. Proof coins only. Mintage, around 3,127,781, sold as part of proof sets for collectors. The Philadelphia and Denver quarters were intended for general circulation. The San Francisco proof coins were minted using specially polished dies and blanks, resulting in mirror-like surfaces and sharp details, exclusively for collectors' value and collectability. For most 1978 quarters found in circulation today, the value remains at face value 25 cents. They are not considered rare or particularly valuable unless they are in uncirculated, mint state, or proof condition, or they exhibit mint errors value by type. Circulated, common ware 25 cents. Uncirculated, MS, 60 to MS, 65 $1 to $5 depending on quality. Proof coins $5 to $12. Error coins value varies depending on the type of error, e.g., off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, missing clad layer. Some can sell for $20 to several $100s. To be worth more than face value, a 1978 quarter must usually be in exceptional condition or display a unique minting anomaly, interesting notes, and collector relevance. The 1978 quarter is part of the last full decade of traditional Washington quarters before the U.S. Mint began to experiment with more commemorative designs. It marks a period of relative design consistency, with no major changes from earlier years except for the clad metal composition introduced in 1965. While not a rare or especially valuable date, many collectors include the 1978 quarter in date and mint mark sets or as part of typesets featuring different eras of U.S. coinage. This coin may also be sentimental for individuals born in 1978 or those who enjoy collecting coins by birth year. Where to buy or find 1978 quarters. You can still find 1,978 quarters in everyday circulation, though those in better condition are more often sourced from. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe on my channel for more videos.